welcome to my channel. It is Tuesday the 2nd of October and it's Vlogtober. So part of the Vlogtober, I am doing a collab with the lovely Rachel from Bales 1986 SW, Kate SW and Nikki Connolly. Nikki can't join us this week, but she will be joining us for October to do a Tuesday's treat bowl, or Treat Bowl Tuesday, hence the title. So I'm going to show you this week on how to make a little treat bowl. I'm going to do a different one each week and just show you ones that I like and that I thought a little bit different to what I normally have on my videos. So today I'm going to make it's like a Black Forest mixed fruit gatto kind of dish. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. So you will need, I'm using Sweet Freedom Choc Shot. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of this, which is 2 sins, but you could use Nutella, or you could melt some dark chocolate. Obviously you're just going to need to adjust your sins accordingly, but basically some sort of chocolate. But I wanted something quite dark chocolate. I didn't have any plain dark chocolate, so I'm just using Sweet Freedom for now, which is quite a strong darker chocolate. It's nearer to darker chocolate than Nutella, basically. I've also got a tub of quark. This is Lidl's, which I actually have to say I'm quite impressed with. I've got used to it now. It's not as thick as the Tesco's one, but I do actually really like it. I will definitely be buying this one again. I'm also going to be using cherries and berries squash, but you could use any squash if you wanted to, or you could just use a sweetener, whatever you fancy. But today I'm going to be using cherries and berries. You don't need much, maybe like a tablespoon or teaspoon even, but I'll show you what you will need. Some meringue nest, just one, and they're 2.5 sins, and some frozen fruit. I'm using mixed fruit. I have used black cherries on their own before, frozen black cherries, which were really nice, but I haven't actually got any in. So I'm actually using this, which has got black cherries in it, but strawberries, raspberries, blackcurrant and red currants. So lots of speed in there as well. Black cherries, however, aren't a speed, unfortunately. So I'm going to show you now how to make it. Right, so what I've done is I've put the meringue nest in a bowl and I've just crumbled it, just so that it just finely crumbles it, with also some little chunks in there as well, which are quite nice. I've also put the quark in here because the tub is, I'm going to use the whole amount. It would be difficult to move it all around to stir everything up. So I'm just going to put it in a separate bowl so you can see what I'm doing. So first up is basically you're going to layer this, but you need to sweeten the quark. So I'm literally just going to use, I'm going to measure this so I know roughly. You don't need much. In fact, I think a teaspoon would be more than enough. So I have put in just a teaspoon of quark. I'm going to mix that around. And I think I will taste it. And it's okay if I lick the spoon because it's my dessert. Okay, no, it needs more. I think it's because I'm using the whole tub this time. Although I might not need all the tub. It depends if I can fit it in there. But I'm just going to use it all for now. Okay, it needs a tablespoon. I think that would equate it to a tablespoon. Usually I measure things out because I don't need to sin it. I think that's going to be fine now. Yeah, that's fine. So it's just got a hint of cherries and berries in there. But as I said, you could just use sweetener, but obviously you need to sin it if you're using a tablespoon or more. I'm now going to add the Sweet Freedom, but I'm only going to put a little, I'm going to put a tablespoon in. But I'm just going to stir it around a little bit. I just kind of want to leave it there. I'm going to level this off as well. So I've just leveled this off and I'm going to just drizzle it in there. And just not stir it around too much because it will move around anyway. Always make sure you level things off. When it says a tablespoon, always make sure you level things off. I can eat this, but I can lick this because it's already been leveled off. Right. I'm just going to kind of stir it a little bit. I don't want it too mixed up. In fact, I might just leave that like that. Right. Oh, so good. Now I'm going to start off layering it from the bottom and just put a few berries in there for now, just to kind of cover the bottom. This is something you can make earlier on. If not, the berries and that are going to be frozen. I usually make this earlier on, but you could defrost them slightly beforehand and leave them out sort of 5 to 10 minutes. And they should defrost a little bit. I'm then going to add half of the meringue mixture, or about half. And then add half the quark mixture. I'm then going to add another layer of the fruit, again just to cover the quark. Just move it around. It is really nice with cherries in there, so I'm making sure that I've got some cherries in there. No, oh, there's quite a few here. Cherries does work really well, but I didn't have any black cherries on their own. And again, I'm just going to put in the rest of the meringue. Actually, I might just save a little bit to put on the top, and then just move that around. And then, you guessed it, the rest of the quark is going to go on there. You could mix it up if you wanted to. I just quite like just having that little hit of chocolate in there, not all mixed up. And again, you can make this in a bowl. You don't. I'm just using it in a jar because it just looks pretty. Right. Then I'm actually going to add some more fruit in there just to top it off. So I've got strawberries, and I'm going to get some more rock cherries. There we go. And I'm just going to put the rest of the dusting of the meringue in there. And there you have it. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to pop that in the fridge, ready for my treat time bowl tonight.